It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Draymond Green. Clint Capella is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And Junior throws it down.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
Simmons looking it over. Here's Harris, who's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Out to the right wing. Back to Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
It's stolen by Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Can one bucket be louder than another? That two-pointer certainly was a big bang.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Simmons passes to Harris. Pass to Embiid. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a minute, and he talked to his players about not letting Draymond Green get into their heads. Coach told them, no matter what Draymond pulls, don't fall into his trap. You need to stay mentally strong and focused. That means he wants his players to walk away and not try to match him taunt for taunt. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Joel Embiid. Marcus Morris comes in for Clint Capella. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And it's Napier in for Simmons. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Warriors leading by 7. Curry passes to Duncan. And Junior throws it down.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Pass to Morris. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Thibault. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Pistons. Inside, here's Duncan, and Junior throws it down.
Yeah, this is Junior going into attack mode. Rises up over the D and just throws it down.
Morris against Duncan. Back to Morris for the 3. No good, shot missing. The Warriors go the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Unloads, and it's Napier missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Warriors on top, up by 15. Live. Here's Simmons. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. Clint Capella is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pistons, was a driven man. He added 33 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Nice shot by Thompson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Curry with the 3. Warriors the rebound. Here's Junior. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Bullard, he's checked in for the Warriors. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Simmons. Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Thybulle on the wing. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, Tobias, too strong. Gets inside. Not going to be denied.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Harris passes to Simmons. From the arc. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. Harris has got 10 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Simmons inside the line, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at them.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Duncan in at the center filling out the middle. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men.
Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Olynyk, he's checked in for Embiid. Morris comes in for Clint Capella. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Napier in for Ben Simmons.
Well, Olynyk at his size is big enough to get the job done.
Duncan gets a wide-open look, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Napier kicks to Richardson. Olynyk trying to break loose. Richardson, good.
Just a tiny bit of room there for Josh Richardson. And once the screen gives him that, it's golden.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. To the left side wing. Curry against Olynyk. For 3, Richardson. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Junior's got 11 rebounds in the game. Curry. And the layup falls.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Morris right side. That one doesn't drop.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and Duncan, the pass to Poole. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA, and Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
They've got Tobias Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Embiid, and it's Capella in at the force line. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Capella finds Embiid. Lock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Duncan. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Bucket is good.
Yeah, unwilling to give up that possession so easily. Klay Thompson understands it's his turn to get in there, get dirty, make a play, committed to the offensive glass.
Now Thybulle. And the pass to Embiid. Kicks it to Simmons. Now Thybulle goes up from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Duncan's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Thybulle can't get it to go.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Poole, the pass to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Passes to Duncan. From 15 feet away, it's good. Junior's got 10 points here in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Smith outside. Pass to Holiday. Pass to Bielitsa. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Back to Smith. The pass to Sheehan. Shot to stop the run. Drills the three-pointer. Sheehan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And Junior throws it down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday, the pass to Sheehan. Now here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. The three. Shayot can't hit. Here's Long. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.